Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Emma. If you're new here, hello. This fine morning. I'm so excited about this video, but I just have to wake up because damn, I'm still asleep. I'm definitely still asleep. I haven't had my coffee, but it's okay. We're gonna go get one en route because today's video, I want to take you guys thrifting for books. It has been more than a hot second since I have been out to the bookstores in person, especially to any kind of secondhand or thrift bookstores. As you can see, I'm back in my parents' house. That means that it's not going to be busy in this town because it's not the big city, and I'm just going to go to a few secondhand bookstores with my mom and see what we can find. However, one thing I do want to try to do today is put like a price gap on it, not to max out above $35. Let's say $35, because some of the secondhand bookstores I'm going to, like, they're really not that inexpensive. Like, yes, compared to full price books they are. We're gonna try to spend no more than $35 today. Obviously not counting the cost of coffee. I'm gonna take you to some of my favorite secondhand bookstores in town. I'm excited to introduce you to them. They're fun. They're cool, and I'm excited to see what treasures we find today, and then of course I'll come back and do a little book haul. So let's go get some coffee, let's go get this day started. We have, I think, about 3 bookstores I want to hit up, and they're kind of scattered all over the city, so gonna be a little bit of an adventure today. It's just perfect outside because it is a very overcast, rainy day, the kind that you want to spend in a bookshop, and then you want to find that perfect book, and then you want to spend the rest of the day cuddled up at the window listening to the rain sounds. So that is literally my plan today. Feeling a bit under the weather, but I think thrifting for books is going to make it all better. That's the answer. Let's go on our little coffee bookstore date, okay? Are you ready? The first bookshop I went to is called the Book Addict. I have been going here since I was a kid. I used to call it the Book Addict because I didn't really know how to pronounce addict. So yeah, it is a very cozy little place. It's very cozy, tons of books. They have so many genres and subgenres and sections, and they have like very specific sections like Arctic expeditions or animals of Ontario or just things like that. It's very cool. They always play classical music. It's just a nice, very nice calming vibe. Quest to spend only $35. We've already spent $28.30 because of the box set. But these are brand new. They're not even.
They're brand new.
They're brand new. Not even red.
Oh, that's a good.
Not even cracked. For $20.
For $20.
I know. What? What are you reading? Lulu the pig stops the train. Why is that so funny? Oh no, it just is. Beaky the dolphin saves the diver. Mio the dolphin is kept. Wow. Oh no. Oh, poor shit. What are these? Wow. We're currently at $35. 20 cents, did I say? And 20 cents, I think.
Cents?
28 cents. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think it counts. Don't mind her. She's just mumbling road names. It's not like she hasn't lived here for 60 years.
60 years?
50 years?
Not 60 yet, come on.
That is left for me to do is roll up the rim
And win.
and win. Can you imagine if I won a car?
That'd be awesome.
Wait, am I doing it in the right place?
There are arrows? Oh, yeah.
There's nothing there.
No, well, then
It should say play again. Oh, I just... Okay guys, so we are back from our book shopping adventure. It went well. It went maybe a little bit too well. It went maybe a little too well. We're gonna find out if I managed to stay at that $35 mark. I think the last update I did was that I was exactly 28 cents over the mark. To be fair, the thing that put me over was the box set. Wasn't expecting to buy a box set, but when you see a new, never before read, never touched, the spine's never cracked of a series that you are loving, that you're in the middle of, it had to be done. And it was for such a good price. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I bought 10 books today while I was out. So before I get into the haul from today, I actually have a couple books that I realized were still sitting in my freezer here in my parents' home. If you don't know, I throw all of my thrifted books and really thrifted anything into the freezer. If it can be thrown into the freezer, it's going into the freezer. A lot of bugs like to make their homes in books, and believe me, I've learned the hard way. These guys have come out of the freezer, and these are also thrifted. These are actually from a different bookstore that I didn't go to today, but I wanted to show you these anyway as part of the haul. So I got these, I think, literally a month ago. They've been in there for a long time. I typically just leave the books in for like a week in the freezer, but anyway, the first book that I got is Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. This is such a good book. I have already read this. Look at this edition. Oh my goodness. And it was, what does it say? $2? Does it say $2? Yeah. I already read Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. I actually listened to the audiobook years ago. Loved it. Whatever year that was, it was on my favorite books of the year list. I'm so happy to have a physical copy, and I'm even happier that it is in the Fitzcarraldo editions. We, from what I know, although to be fair, I did find this here, we don't have these here. We don't have these here in stores. I think they have to be ordered online. The only place I have seen these blue, they're just like totally blue editions. The only place I've seen these in person was in Iceland. I saw these editions in Iceland. That's where I first like saw that they existed. They are so beautiful. I don't know, there's just something about them. It's so like striking. But if you've never heard of Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, read it. It is so spooky. It is so unnerving. It has such great things to say about crime and women and animals, and it's so good. It's about this elderly lady named Janina. She's living in a small kind of cottage border town. I think my brother just got home from work, which means that I can show him what I bought for him. So she takes care of all of the cottages when people go away for like the winter, and all of a sudden in the midst of this spooky winter, hunters and poachers and other people, mostly just hunters and poachers though, start dropping dead, and she wants to kind of help with the investigation. It's so good. It's so unnerving. I think she's so good at getting at like the small little things that cause you so much anxiety, and just like the way that things are described in here is it's just so unsettling and so uneasy. Can I just read you the first sentence? I feel like we haven't done this in a while. Chapter 1. Now pay attention. I'm already at an age, and additionally in a state, where I must always wash my feet thoroughly before bed, in the event of having to be removed by an ambulance in the night. So nice. Okay, and then the other book that I got from a while ago is an Oxford World Classic. Basically, I will just scoop up Oxford World Classics editions wherever I see them, because I really truly love them. I think my collection is so beautiful, and I've been slowly reading my way through them. So if they're thrifted, I will scoop them up because I think they're such nice books. One that I found last month is Pamela by Samuel Richardson. I have only really ever heard vaguely of Pamela, like I just kind of know it by the title. I had no idea really who the author was or even really anything about the plot, but from what I've understood now, and this was actually just only $1. Pamela is a young servant girl. Is she young? She has to put up with like her really predatory, awful master that she serves, I think, who, I don't know if he's like a nobleman, I'm assuming he is. Pamela marked a defining moment in the emergence of the modern novel. I think this one was like fully complete in 1740, written in the voice of its lowborn heroine, but by a printer who had narrowly escaped imprisonment for the seditious output of his press. Pamela is not only a work of pioneering psychological complexity, but also a compelling and provocative study of power and its abuse. So I was not expecting it to be so lengthy, but it's nice. It's nice and floppy too, so we'll see how this goes. I flicked through here and it's definitely written, no, it is written in like it's 1740 because it was 1740, but I'm hoping it'll be exciting anyway. And a lot of this is told in letters, it looks like. So, dear mother and father, I have great trouble and some comfort to acquaint you with. Now let's move on to today's, and we can do a little tally, I guess, on screen of the money cap. I don't think I met it, but we'll give it a go. First book I picked up is The Snow Leopard by Peter Matheson. I'd never heard of this. It's a beautiful penguin classic. I swear to God, I have a problem. Like, you don't know how many books I pulled off the shelf today just because they had the word snow or winter or ice in the title. It's a thing. Like, I'm just drawn like a little magnet obsessively to the word snow. Picked the Snow Leopard off and it looked so cool, and obviously the cover, we have mountains and glaciers I'm so there. I'm 100% there. So this is about an expedition, I guess, or like an exploration and a study that Peter Matheson accompanied his friend on in 1973 to Tibet, where his friend was trying to study the blue sheep. Are they called blue sheep? Yes. And possibly the beautiful snow leopard. So it's about their trek up the mountain. I think it's called Crystal Mountain. Yeah. And Peter Matheson at that time, like, he was like, yeah, sure, I'll come with you, that's cool. But he was also very interested in Zen Buddhism. So this is a journey, very much a literal journey up the side of the mountain, but it's also an inner journey because he's there for more than one reason and he wants to experience a lot more of Buddhism on the way. Sounds good. I'm excited. Yeah. We've got maps. It starts in late September of 1973. I set out with GS on a journey to the Crystal Mountain, walking west under Annapurna and north along the Kali Gandaki River, then west and north again, around the Dalagiri peaks and across the Kanchuruba, 250 miles or more to the land of Dolpo on the Tibetan plateau. That is one of the ones that I got, and this one was $6.95. So we're at $6.95. Hi, Chino. You're right on time. I got you something. You're so dirty though. Okay, wait, we gotta see.
Sorry, I just got back from my job at the mechanic shop.
It's good to see you. Okay, so I thought we could film maybe a video while I'm here of reading a book together and talking about it, but I know you're not much of a reader, so I wanted to make it fun and easy.
Okay.
Okay, so I picked this one up, and like maybe you can pick one up from the same series, from the same publisher, if you'd like. Anyway, I got you this.
Love at First Bark.
Wait. We got Love at... Oh, you smell bad too.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Oh wow, I'm dirty and I smell
like
bad.
Metal.
I smell like metal.
We got Love at First Bark.
What is it about?
Cassie's life has gone to the dogs, literally. A childhood trauma inspired her career as a veterinarian, where she indulges her special fondness for dogs. Then, Aiden unexpectedly walks into her clinic and steals her heart. The reckless rodeo star was at the center of the trauma all those years ago. Cassie knows Aiden feels the attraction too. Can they bury the past and find the courage to let each other in? And their dogs.
Is there a movie?
No.
There should be. There should be a movie.
No, that was one of the other books that I got. Not at the Book Addict, but this one was 99 cents only. It was on sale. So sometimes love happens in the most remarkable way. So I think Ben and I might make a video about this, and like maybe we'll like split off a chapter each. Like I could read 2 chapters, he could read a chapter, and we could catch each other up that way and talk about it, because I've never read a Harlequin, I don't think. The publishing house? I don't think so. The box set, obviously, that I got at the Book Addict. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Look at this. Look at how beautiful. If you don't know, I started the Raven Boys series last year. It's not called the... What is it called? What is the series called? I don't know, but I started the Raven Boys last year. Loved it. Loved it. It was so good. I have been a fan of Maggie Stiefvater, or I was a fan in my teenage years, and I was like, okay, I've probably outgrown her books. Went to pick up the Raven Boys because you guys were like, don't unhaul that, and I was like literally blown away. So when I saw the box set just laying there in the young adult section, and it was only $20, and they're brand new, obviously, not a thought. Let me just show you them. So this is the first book, The Raven Boys. This is such a nicer cover than mine as well. Like this is, are you seeing like how pristine? Wow. 4 brand new books, a box set for 20 bucks. That's crazy. So this is about this young girl named Blue. Her family is pretty much, they're all sidekicks. She lives with this wonderful group of women like her mother and just her mom's friends, I guess. But she runs into the Raven Boys, who are a group of 4 boys. They all go to Airbnb prep school, so they're ultra rich, which Blue is not. It's like Pride and Prejudice a little bit, actually, the situation. But she gets involved with them because the 4 of them, headed by this young man, kid really, named Gansey, they are looking for something to do with Welsh mythology. And it's so good. Like, it's just so good. So this is the first book. Book 2 is The Dream Thieves. Let me just tell you the first sentence of this. Blue Sargent had forgotten how many times she'd been told that she would kill her true love. And the third book is Blue Lily, Lily Blue. Love this. And the last book is The Raven King. So there it is. Like, honestly, these are gonna be fantastic. I'm just shocked, surprised, and thrilled that I'm showing you these. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It looks like the person didn't even touch them. Look at how glossy. I had a good day. The thrift shops were looking out for me today, but as I said, this set was 20 bucks. So this is our current total. I decided to go to the Goodwill bookstore next, which has a lot more affordable prices to try and stay at our $35 limit. And I only got 2 books at the first Goodwill bookshop. Their selection wasn't great, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm excited about these. So I actually got 2 Shakespeare plays. I got 2 Shakespeare plays. So the first one I picked up is Titus Andronicus. I took a whole Shakespeare course over last summer where we read 12 of his plays. These 2 plays that I got today weren't on it, and I had so wish they would have been, because these are the 2 plays, aside from Macbeth, that I was looking forward to reading the most. Titus Andronicus is, I've heard, Shakespeare's bloodiest, goriest, most troubling in terms of like violence play. And this one, oh, I thought these were actually cheaper. Oh well, this one was $3.49, so add that to the total. And the other Shakespeare play I got, this one I'm probably gonna read next of his work, is Othello. I've never read Othello. I really want to read Othello, so I picked this one up as well. And this one was also $3.49. Okay, Act 1, Scene 1. Tush, never tell me to have these 2 in my collection. So that is all I got at that store. And then we went to one last Goodwill bookstore, which has a really big selection. I really like this place. It's in a really nice, cute building. And I did get 3 books from there, which the dog Harlequin romance one is one of them. But I got these 2 other books, which very on theme, very on brand for me, I guess. But this one I had never heard of. I saw this and I squealed, honestly, a little bit. So this is, I don't know if you can even see it. This is called Tak to Me, and this is an anthology of Arctic horror stories. Arctic horror stories. So Tak to Me. I can never get the Inuktitut Q because it's not the same as RK. It's not the same as the English K. It's more like I think. These are horror stories by northern writers that show just how dangerous darkness can be. I didn't know this existed. I'm so here for this. Oh my god. First story is The Haunted Blizzard. The wind blows without mercy against the building, making the students chatter with excitement. We have stories that are about survival on the tundra after a vicious zombie virus breaks out, a door that beckons, waiting to unleash the terror behind it. And this one was a little bit more expensive, but it was $5.99. So if I'm not mistaken, have we gone over the tally now? And the last book I bought at the store and the last book I bought today was literally just another copy of Icefields by Thomas Warton. If you don't know, this is one of my favorite books of all time. One of my favorite books of all time. And it just felt, I don't know, it just feels so right the way that this book keeps popping up, especially like this month. And I have some very exciting things happening like surrounding this novel actually, which is fun, which I'll tell you about very soon in the next few videos. But this is, I think, the original cover because I have a newer edition and my edition is so beat up now. I adore this book so much. This is set in Jasper, Alberta, and it's about this man who falls through a crack in the glacier. It's a study of ice, it's a study of memory and time and permanence and what your mind kind of does to your subconscious. This one actually came with a little note. So this book belonged to Roma. It says May 1997. If you've had this lying around since 1997 and you never read it, you're missing out. I love this cover. I think I like this cover a little bit more than the one that I have, but I adore this book, you guys. I can't tell you enough. Oh my god. And the opening epigraph, as if everything in the world is the history of ice. The first section is called Neve. The high plain of snow and ice from which the glaciers descend cannot be seen from the valley. It must be imagined. That is Icefields, and this one was $4.49. So here's our grand total now. As you can see, yeah, we did not stay at the $35 mark, but honestly, I'm fine with that. Until my next video, that is when I will see you, Calcifer. Oh, and Grendel. Are you coming to say bye? say bye. Come say ciao. Okay, Grendel says ciao.